Yeah, I don't know either. Anyway. I'm here again. Because I already established I don't know. But basically, I don't know. Today's just been kind of one of those not thinking days. Maybe, like, you know, when you wake up and then you want to go straight back to sleep even though you had, like, breakfast already. And on an unrelated note, I've also been, like, the time to set in after I had dinner, which was, like, half an hour to an hour ago. Should probably focus a little bit. Ouch. Just when I thought about things I would say, that completely gets me off my guard. It's not really making it easy for me besides making me easy. You want to play this game? I'll just maybe in this casual run around of the things that evade me, such as happiness. This thing doesn't represent my happiness. I don't know why I said that. I think I just need something to get me back in the groove more than anything. I say that and I already got to second phase, which is good. Just to beat Mike Myers 8999. Yeah. I don't think I'm crazy enough to do all blinds. Not in this lifetime. It'll probably take a whole lifetime just to get to that. Just for me to get to that point. Ouch. I should not be getting away with my greed. I wasn't paying attention, and that's where it got me. Alright, well, now that I got that out of the way, yeah, so basically, I don't know, I did not complete the blue door. I never found out how to get past the blue door. I'm not that smart. You can feel free to tell me, because I'll probably never figure it out if I can't even, I'll just try this again. That's not how you do that. Oops. No. I don't know what my excuse was there. Probably not a lot. Anyway, I don't know. I just kind of felt like, in the one day since I last streamed, I did some thinking, just idle thinking and thinking about things I'm doing. I'm just sort of been like, I don't know, something about expectations of myself, which comes up a lot when I'm having an anxious breakdown, but I digress. I have stuff that obviously I got this, which is like unfinished business for me, essentially, in the line of streamer activities, but like, apart from that, I think I've been stressing a lot about getting X, Y, Z stuff done in a timely manner, that's the one. Basically, that's probably not something I need to, worry about to the point of... what is happening here? Probably not something to worry about. Speak time investment, it can help a bit on P5. Blue door opens if you complete a total of 8 bindings on Pantheons 1 to 4. Doesn't have to be all at once. You can do them in groups of 2 bindings or 1 at a time. Okay, thank you for that. I'll, opening the door, you unlock 3 lifeblood masks given at every rest point. You can stack them up if you can take very few or no hits on early bosses. Okay, interesting. Well, one thing at a time. And if you complete 12 or 6 survivors, you upgrade this to 4 or 5 lifeblood masks for every rest point. Hang on, let me pause for a sec. Let me see if I'm reading this right. So I get lifeblood masks. So that's like the temporary health for, and like that health restores at each rest point. That does sound good on paper, but I've, like, as you could probably tell, it would like, and there's no cap. I see. So it sort of like, yeah, it sort of incentivizes that. Yeah, as I was saying, good idea on paper, but like, the way I've been handling these boss fights, I don't know how much they're gonna help me. I imagine they will a bit, but like, it'll require me to like, focus on not getting hit rather than like doing it efficiently, maybe taking a few hits but healing myself back up to like a at a sustainable rate, essentially. And like, considering that you fight this guy and frickin' Pale Vessel back to back, I feel like I'm probably not going to be a whole lot better for it in the long haul, but yeah, it's something to consider at least. First, I'll do a few rounds of this, but thank you for telling me about that. The more I practice it, I don't know. The more I practice it, maybe the more it'll, I'll be able to, work around, like not getting hit part, but for now I think I just need to prove that I can do it. Well, I mean I did it once, but I gotta get it down pat so that I can do it again, when I get there. A little patience will do on this, I think. As I was saying. No, I'm just throwing now. I don't. All right. Try again. It's funny how I considered this like the most mindless thing I could do out of the things I had been doing thus far. Like in recent streams, but as you can see, how do you deal with these conditions? My Shadow Dash didn't recharge in time. I consider every attempt a chance to learn. At least that's what I tell myself. Whether that learning process comes into play earlier rather than later is another matter entirely. Is my mic stand being in the way, like, does that count as, like, an apt excuse? It's not really, it's really in the way of my peripheral vision more than anything. But it's something I do have to think about. Also, the sun is in my eyes at 8 PM at night. Aurora Borealis. Me, after going on a tangent of not expecting too much from myself, makes excuses at my own shortcomings. Consistency out of 100. Please. I thought for a second I could find peace. the hitbox is so precise, it actually like covers the hilt part of the... Come on. Oh, I'm at the final part. Okay. This is the part I always screw up at. Oh man. I foresaw it coming and maybe that was the problem, but it was. And I guess it's not the case of streamer luck. It's evidenced in the fact that I've done at least one practice session. I've not been able to cut it either. Like practice offline practice session. This is a practice session as well. As I keep mentioning, everything is ow. I don't know. I can loop the light balls around. I don't really have to do much to avoid it afterwards, do I? I just have to watch out for them, like, at least one more time. So why not? Ow. Oh. I seemed surprised that I got there so quickly. I hope to keep surprising myself in that aspect specifically. Am I really about to... Overconfidence is the killer of all things. Now I would say the blue door thing would be a good thing to have here, but there's no guarantee I'll actually have any of it remaining, even if I got all the masks. Symbols ain't even a problem. Yeah, so back to whatever the hell I was talking about before. These streams may very well end up as like filler episodes essentially, but you know what, it didn't stop me from coming here today to do the thing I'm doing here right now. And I think that's important to not be afraid of. You could probably construe the rest of the things I've done as filler episodes. Following the direction of one's life is a filler episode in the universe. Like the Big Bang already happened. That was like the most interesting thing that occurred in the universe as a whole. Like throughout the whole entire history of it, because everything else is just like, pardon me for getting a bit existential there. Perhaps it's the godly figure standing in front of me that I'm beating to death with a stick that encouraged this line of thought. No, that didn't work. I almost had that, you gotta admit. Okay, but I'm getting better, I'm getting more consistent. At least one thing. Suppose that blue door thing is something I could work towards off stream. There'd be a lot more keep me on the ball, essentially, is what I was trying to say here. Focus on the end goal, locked in, however you want to say it. The state of locking in is does not finish sentence. Where am I? In life. No, no, okay. Well, that was clearly my fault. Okay. I am playing a controller, Asher Bia. How did you know? Actually, how did you know? I don't know if I gave it away at any point. But yes, I am in fact a console peasant. Maybe that will change in the future. Beats the boss, goes back to fight the boss again without saying a word until right at the very moment right now when I said such a word. Be good to be able to beat the boss with more than 1 health. Because if I went into the boss with 1 less health than I had, like, in a normal playthrough, like after I was done with the other guy, that would be a bit problematic if the rate of success were to continue at that point. Words have meanings, and I've lost the meaning of life. As you can see by my piss poor gameplay that I suddenly picked up. Again, as I say, every encounter is a learning experience. I just have to take the initiative to learn. I'm missing one part of the experience. Ugh. Okay. My reaction time will probably do a bit of work as well. But I digress. Ouch. No. My concept of time, specifically when it pertains to limited courses of actions like invincibility frames and the concept of anyways. Man, I can only imagine how hard Silk Song's gonna be when it comes out. What do you mean it's already come out? Good for you for coming out, Silk Song. Happy Pride Month. I'm glad you're accepting your new identity so well. That was the end of the joke. Please hold your applause. Alright. No talking for this one. My mouth has been banned from the chat. And live. Yes, let me just bend my rear over and make it easier for you to strike me. Then I was going to bend my mouth, but this one's pretty low. Concentration heavy. Alright. Back to silence. Take a drink. This is why I thought it was going to be low intensity, because I didn't have to spend so much pressure on just talking. Technically I could have done that with Kazan as well, but you know, it's a little more warranted with this one. That is to say, I find this one harder than Kazan is currently. And that's saying something. Have you seen that man? His biceps alone are probably hard as steel. That was another joke on the state of the male body and toxic masculinity. and regular masculinity. Hit all the shots you don't take, okay? You miss all the shots you don't take, god damn it. I'm spreading misinformation on Twitch.tv. Misinformation's so bad I got him killed. Oh no. See, I see him preparing the attack animation, and then I see him, the actual attack that he tries to do, and then I get zoinked out. And then I don't pay attention, and then that happens. Nope. Perhaps it's because I've learned to readily accept failure that it comes to me so naturally. Speaking of setting standards for myself, I do not know when I'm gonna stop trialing this boss and move on to greater adventures. I didn't think that far ahead. How much of this boss would you say is attributed to luck? Not that I'm trying to make more excuses for myself, I'm just curious. Ouch. That's not how you avoid that attack. Oops. Again, I'm getting better. This is the third time I've beaten this boss. Alright, I'm gonna go crazy if I fight this thing too many times in a row. How about you? I don't know if I remember how to fight you still. So if I says no. Can I get a... I guess there's no retries. It's fine. Does the flame look pinker than it did before? Or am I finally losing it? A little rough around the edges, but sufficient enough. I need to go to my happy place, BRB. I found my happy place. Hello. No thoughts, head empty. That could have been a Radiance fight and I would have won. Alright. Happy play's over. I thought I glitched out his battle callouts for a second. Callouts? Sounds? All voices are sounds if you think about it. Moments like these make me wonder how I ever struggled against these bosses to begin with. Because I improved, that's the actual answer. I learned from each new experience and I grew stronger all the more for it. It's kind of fascinating to me how much high regard we show for like bosses and boss rush game modes. Like, I guess in terms of like replayability for action games and like highlights of action games. I'm gonna take a couple minutes break, resetting myself. Hello there, ma'am. If it were up to me, I'd be putting juice in that drink bottle. Technically, it's up to me, but I guess what I should say is, in the long run, probably don't want to get a tummy ache from drinking that much in juice. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, I need to... things... I did not know my body could make that sound. TV. Dog. All things. And, my hair. And I don't know what else. Shirt, clothing, did I say that? I don't know. Two things. Bang. Console buzz. That might be the PC. The wind outside? Is that wind? Is that like cars? Is there anything? Am I hallucinating? I guess the sound of my own voice counts. Two things. Smells. Nice water. And then do a little bench. I do that grounding exercise and I just want to fall asleep right after. It's somewhat cathartic and somewhat, like... I don't know. I don't know words. Maybe the stress I feel is the stress to be forthright in the entertainment and the progress department. But who's to say? I am just a person. Alright. Guess I'm obligated to fight you again. I'm already intimidated. This is a site I've not been made familiar with for too long. I'm losing the call. And just on the off chance that it does gonna hit me. I think that's the first time I ever got hit, let alone killed by that initial central blast. Alright, lock in. Why? Second try. Could be worse. But I do have to lock that part of my brain in. It's a lock and key. Okay, now here's the problem. If I actually end up on the other side of Pale Vessel with only 1 health, I might be screwed. So really, in a way, Pale Vessel is the most important thing I need to practice. And I just beat it with full hearts. Hearts? Come on, kid. Alright. If I still remember how to beat you. Can't believe there's 2 more challenge tiers that I'm never gonna even entertain. Don't go underneath that. What did I just say? A win is a win. And I think I'm learning ways to deal with some of these attacks. Okay. Sudden epiphany of video game strategy. Dodge underneath them. You can still do that, you just have to jump again. I'm so smart. Presumably. Not the worst that could happen to me. Listen to your own advice, Cell. Doing an attack from underneath is probably ill-advised because I probably won't have enough time to actually recover. Like, if that isn't the final blow, like that was. Like, get to platform again. One more time. One more time to the road. And then I may, dare I say, I may be able to claim myself as the, claim the throne of Pantheon. Maybe. Possibly. How could I be so presumptuous? I am but a mere mortal fighting against gods. And yet I've killed them in the practice runs already. And you know it must be good because I feel comfortable speaking while things are going on, even if a little bit. I'm losing it again. I just... I really thought I could get away with my hubris. That's just what I'm gonna chalk everything up to. In the game. I accept it. Good enough. A win is a win. Remember enough about the bosses, at least in terms of ones that matter to more. So I think... Is it this way? Yes. I think it's as good a time as any to actually give it a try. Ironically, I don't really need to try against these early ones. Well, barely. I need to make sure I kill them. I need to make sure I land more hits than I take. These guys were definitely not the first ones I've ever beaten. I don't even remember where they came in. I had a thought. You know the Glupshidos from Star Wars? I don't think this one looks like a Glupshido, but it looks like it would earn the name Glupshido. Like, it would be fitting to... like, the name would fit this one in particular. I don't know why I thought that. It was a pretty random thought. God, he's so slow. I'm so used to him being fast and big and stuff. Well, I guess he's big already, but... Yawning loudly just to give you an insight as to my personal feelings and self. Sorry, it's been a long night for me. It feels long because of the weight of the deeds I've had to commit. I'd only known... If I'd only known these 6 strats back when I first fought Hornet, let me tell you, would have been a first try instead of a second try. Got him. What am I getting with that statement? Well, did you steal Radiant's ideas in the sword attack thing? Or did they steal it from you? Because, you know, chronologically you came first in my adventure, but also Radiant is like the god of this world or something. And I would assume that would predate however long ago you lived. And then I meet the chill guy who just happens to roll around in feces. Statements might seem benign or even repetitive if you're only interested in watching me for playing Hollow Knight, the video game released in, I believe, 2016. But I can assure you the time discrepancy is real to me. And I feel obligated to point out once again that, you know, because it just seems relevant in my mind that this guy, in fact, I see him in the Colosseum and I just think of him as a regular enemy because that's, like, how much they use him. It's a little gross and messed up that he's just showing his insides like that. Which one's which again? The first guy that came in was Borer, and Macho came in second. If I just kept track of which one was which, I would be able to continue to determine which one is which. If you were worried for a second, don't be. Don't worry about the things you can't control. Until I can implement a Twitch plays the video game for me code, you can't do anything to stop me from being bad. Hehehehe. Imagine getting hit by the same projectile twice, coming back in and out. You don't have to anymore. I like to teach by example. I like to learn by example too. Funny coincidence that. Once again, I am, the most concerned I am is whether or not I'll be able to maintain the muscle memory of all the difficult bosses I practiced against in the face of all these worthless low-level Glupshidos. Alright, epilepsy warning real quick. Actually, I say that, and yet I see so many. And yeah, I see so many attacks that kind of overlap with Radiance, so it's quite a good design in that case. Just a stronger version of what I'd already come to expect. Oh, this guy that I hate, yeah. I was also fearing him. Could have been worse. You can no doubt probably hear the dog shaking. Dogs do that sometimes, not exclusive to when they're wet. I don't know why. Don't ask me to tell you, I ain't no dog. Also, I ate as much shit as I possibly could have in that moment. Wow, I completely forgot that he reached out for me. I feel a little bad for him now. Oh well. It's a good thing I'm not doing a Radiant challenge or any finding challenge at the moment, otherwise... I'm getting impatient, I just want it to end. Paint looks like confetti.
Bam. Finnen.
Another drink break. Hit the button. Release the pressures I feel in my soul. Among other places. Equally fantastic the dog. You can't hear it. It's not keeps cutting him up into it. Gonna get mad at me for giving her attention that one time and never any other time. Eyes of cringe. How do I fight the normal version again? And after I fight the normal version, how do I fight the Nightmare group again? I never thought about dodging this thing while on the wall. It's such a novel concept. Actually, I don't think I can do that, like, very well under normal circumstances. of getting in the way of the action a little bit. Okay. Right, yeah, the one that nobody likes, especially not me. Where is it? But it's still a crime of the highest caliber, and they kill you 10 times because of it. Not including this time. Is it weird that I kind of prefer fight, like this fight more than the regular Nosk? Probably. I mean, I don't appreciate the identity theft, but Okay. Might be time for me to lock in pretty soon. I don't know if it's just the mic could pick up on every little, every little tick I do, every little, when I drag my teeth against the outside of my lips. And other weirdly specific, subtle motions of the parts of my body that I own, as opposed to parts of the body I don't own. Let's not get into that for now. Especially if there are any popos watching. You remember the furry mammoth thing from Monster Hunter? In the, like, the ice areas. They didn't appear in wilds, but true pet I'm talking about. Alright. Got that one pretty down pat. I didn't even have to practice it today. I forgot he could do that as well. part of me can't wait for the time where I can just let all this extra space in my brain dedicated to the muscle memory of these specific bosses. Like, all the bosses in Hollow Knight, and finally lay that to rest and move on to Grand Adventures. Grand Adventures? Other Ventures. Pardon me. Which is to say, I don't regret my time at all in the, what's the name of this place? In this game. It really is a piece of art. I mean, technically all things are a piece of art, but this has been a special ride. Oh my god. I'm a pretty special ride in and of my... I should think about what I say before it comes out of my mouth. Dude. Smash or pass Pomni? I think I need to get to know her first. I'm sorry if you presumes that me playing Hollow Knight would mean I'm also a Digital Circus fan, or maybe I just seen, like, followed up on the hype of, like, was it the last episode that came out? Like, it has already come out? Regardless, I'm sorry, I haven't watched it, so I can't make a fair assessment. She's kinda cute, though, just on a visual standpoint. Also, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Not me shooting down your, your interesting inquiry right out the gate. Well, then again, you posed it right out of the gate. I'm busy fighting for my life here. I won't die in real life if I don't get this done, but I will feel a deep sense of regret that will last until I do die. And that's probably a fate worse than death. I never watched the show, but I had a real smash. I just started yesterday and I came in ready to hate, but it's Loki genuinely fire. You know, until right this very second, I did not think that Lurker genuinely was something that, people said. I thought my friend was just saying it to mess with me. So, color me surprised, I guess. Oh no, please. I can't... Oh no. Don't let this be how it happens. Hang on, what did you say? Kali al-Kirik was debating his local Ummah versus Sunni versus Shia relations. He posed the question, counting or not counting Hashashin violence when an infidel's arrow pierced in next. I'll be honest, I only understood half of the words you put in there, and they were all like verbs, pronouns, connecting verbs, adjectives. I I don't think I'm the right audience for whatever that is. I'm so sorry. No. I feel bad that you had to come in just as I choked on what should have been a free boss fight, and now I have to spend the next 40 minutes coming back to that. This wasn't even... I even think this fight even mattered. Okay, well, rest in Jana to me, I guess. Like her genuinely on cap, no cap on God, for real. I'm embarrassed more than anything else. It's like the primary emotion in the spectrum of emotions I could be feeling right now. Well, since I'm not really doing much else, anything else you'd like to talk about? I'm down for anything. Doesn't mean I'll immediately understand it, but you know, I'll be there regardless. Oops. Oops, again. Please save me from my suffering. I know the only thing I've done since I met you is beat you up, but I'm pleading for a favor here. I managed to skip that phase the first time I did this, like today. I skipped half of it that time, I'll take it. Okay. Stream feels so empty, but so do I. I can't with this stuff, this crap. I do worry that I'm feeling a bit out of it, and I think that's going to impede on the actual important fights I gotta do when I get to them. Warning again. This guy is very ableist. I apologize. I can't do much to stop him from doing that. The dog shaking again. Pardon the intrusion, everyone. The intrusion upon your ears. My dog can never be an intrusion in any sort of way, aside from maybe that one. I imagine it came up a lot louder on the microphone than how it feels. Okay, right, okay. These are the words you, probably gonna expect to hear a lot from me from here on out. I feel like my legs are in kind of an open position. One's kind of like bent and sideways, the other one's bent and forwards and sitting on top of my other leg. Or my foot, to be precise. Feel anything when I get hit.
Finnen.
Speaking of my legs, I feel not sore, just like uncomfy, maybe sore. I don't know. Stretch legs. Move them out of uncomfy position into slightly more comfy position. Slightly. This boss just inflicts psychological damage on me. Like, not for any difficulty reason, I just think it's... I've said it before, I'll say it again. It gives big pervert energy. And it makes me a little bit uncomfortable, to be quite frank. What a freak. Am I right, fellow celibate priests of the cloth? That was me making fun of myself a little bit more than anything. I'm in a state, and I'm not going to tell you which state I'm in because I don't want to dox myself. Even if it hurts me. Okay. By all accounts, I should not be continuing any further. The more I say that, the more I believe it, so scratch that. Quitter talk is for quitters. I'm not a quitter. I'm a you know, I think we all are that. You think about it. And probably other things as well that I haven't realized. Where does the nail go, actually? That's what I want to know. I mean, I imagine it's probably fake as well, but what can I do but sing a jaunty little tune to keep my spirits up in these trying times, these times that are trying, the times that are trying to get past. You know what would be a fun idea for a game that I just thought of? Someone who watches this is... Actually, should I divulge my secrets? By doing so, I'm basically admitting to the world that I'm not against starting a career in game development. And I could just let that mystery be what it is and see if anyone's gonna try to crack it like it's worth more than it is. It never ceases to amaze me how quickly this fight goes, especially compared to the first Hornet fight. Alright. Try this again. That felt targeted. I can't pinpoint as to why. Ouch. That was stupid. I can admit to things as they are, as well as what I think they are. I have so much wisdom. Okay. Getting distracted by the lens flares in the background. They're not lens flares, but they are bright lights that don't really need to be there. And in the foreground as well. I think I am losing something. Hopefully not this challenge though. And then the actual part where I actually lock in. Okay, sitting up straight, getting into the trademark gamer posture. I did not notice the dust cloud following my character when they jump. Nice touch. Okay. Anyway. greedy. Why can't you be like your real life self and not flip out the camera? So it's next, right? No. This guy's next. Got impatient. Oh no, I'm actually in a very bad, I'm actually in a pretty bad way here. I probably should use that to heal. Just, could be way worse than what it is right now. Remember your training, remember your training. Should I be glad or mad that I couldn't, that there were no rocks to hit or be hit by? I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. What was I thinking? Was this theme supposed to be playing that whole time? I only heard the ending part. Okay. Alright. I'm not gonna say anything. Just gonna let it be what it is. And do it. Patience. Patience is key. Wish I could see some of these attacks before, like, without having to go all the way to his side. Yes! Sorry. It was warranted. Please understand what is happening. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Oh, it feels good. This is the best I've ever felt all night, all day, possibly all week. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Laughing the knife as the world descends to darkness. Because why not? Woo. Oh. Wait, was it you whose body I entered for Pantheon? Interesting. Oh yeah. Soak it up. A game by Team Cherry. I talked so big about wanting to get things done, and look what I did. Ooh. Alright. Hollow Knight. Now's my obligatory thoughts on the game and speech. This is the... In retrospect, I feel like a lot of the stuff I did better considering this is the ending I gotten. I do not have the... I do not have the energy, at least as of right now, to go all the way back to that place, this place marked on the map, and see all the other endings. I'm just gonna let this be as it is. I did it. Thank you, everyone in Team Cherry. Okay. Not Shalulu. Is that your full name? Alright, enough getting distracted. This game... I didn't know what to expect from this game, other than, like, you know... You sort of have an expectation of indie games, though they sort of, like, I don't know. Just like, you see an indie game different from how you see a AAA game. I'm sure some of you are kind of guessing what I'm getting at. Like, it's... a lot of them can be artsy, and you gotta, like... sometimes you gotta be that way to sort of, to just, like... You know, to stand out, I guess. But man, oh man. This exceeded my wildest expectations and then some. Like, again, I'm not a lore expert, but I could feel that, you know, I can feel how deliberate everything was designed. How deliberately everything was designed in terms of, like, gameplay, world building, everything. 2,158 backers and Kickstarter. Thanks to you guys as well. Congratulations. Well done on achieving this great feat. You preserved and triumphed. We hope you enjoyed yourself in the world of Hollow Knight. We'll meet you again soon on the road ahead. I saluted. No one can see that I did, but I did. Yeah. So, it's a unique take on the genre. It's a unique world, a unique art style. Really, what can I say that hasn't been said? No, there's no such thing as an original thought, and so all I'll say is Team Cherry W, Poggers. Game completion. 110%? Is that the whole thing? Saving that for the history books. 45 hours, 1 minute, 2 seconds. Or however many streams this, turns out to be. Well, actually, there's only a couple things, a couple of small things I, did off stream, but I digress. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Steal a soul mode. No shade, no reviving. Death is permanent, the ultimate challenge. Uh-huh. Well, I guess that's it then. Glad to have finally closed the book on Hollow Knight. Not, I mean, no, don't mistake me. Not glad that it's over or anything. Even, you know, as much as as difficult as Pantheon 5 was, you know, all the pain really, like, made this moment all the more sweet. And, you know, part of me could see myself coming back for more. Like, the skill ceiling is endless, I guess. They knew it. They put all these challenges in there. They didn't put these challenges in there for nothing. That's for sure. I don't know. If I have nothing else to do, there's worse ways to pass the time. But for now, thank you so much for being on this journey at any point, at any time, in any place. I still have 3 other games I'm in the middle of, but I've knocked that down to 3 games, and I'll keep knocking them down, and then I'll play the next big thing that catches my eye. And Silksong, of course. I'll get to Silksong in time, in good time. Trust me. Anyway. Stay Hollow Knight, everyone.